Hey, it's WrestleMania season, night one. Hope everybody's having a good time, but we're not talking about wrestling. We are talking about CNCs, lasers, 3D printing, and all the fun stuff that we're working on. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to episode 40 of the show. Let's get everybody in here and start yammering on here. Let's see here. We got Mr. Paul Corliss. How you doing, sir?
Good. Thank you.
Nice. We got Mr. Sean. What's going on, sir?
Wonderful.
And there you go. And we got Paul's beard in all its fuzziness. Paul's dealing with some horrible internet connection this evening. Yeah, craziness. Well, let's get started and talk about what we've been working on. Sean, what have you been working on this week? I jumped it. I jumped everybody.
Oh, I just had a brain fart. I wasn't ready for it again. I've actually been working on that fun project, but other than that, hey, can you believe this is your 40th episode? 40
yeah,
shows.
pretty wild. Yeah, we're coming up on a year here pretty soon.
And something else I noticed? Yeah, your super stickers work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it takes a lot just to get there.
Yeah. We're working on it, so it's pretty awesome. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. There was Sean. He threw up a super sticker in there. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So that I'll talk about that in a minute. We'll skip over that for now. Mr. Paul's beard. What have you been up to, sir? Looking nice and well groomed.
I got my bamboo up and going and am busy making stuff. Mm-hmm. So, of course, you got Benchy. Then the Spartan SD card holder.
I like them.
Yeah. Cool. I think it's really cool with the USB and as the sword. And then cool. Just some organizational stuff, great for Ginny Bits.
Well, there you go.
So this one was a fun one. And I got, of course, the Enterprise is printing right now.
Nice. I was waiting for that. So are we going full scale?
Just testing out settings right now and seeing how that does.
Yeah. So first impressions of having the P1 for a couple days.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I've had it ready, printer ready for about 24 hours. And I was up at 4:30 and started doing that organization. I would have had more done, but internet problems and ISPs are so much fun to deal with.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, most definitely. What about you, Mr. Corliss? What have you been working on? Anything?
I've been doing absolutely nothing. Well, I did order some wood off of. I ordered some wood off of Amazon.
Yeah.
And I got to show you. This is the best packaging I've ever gotten from Amazon. I mean, you could drive the Amazon truck over it and not hurt it.
That's a nice box.
It is. Usually it comes in those plastic things,
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's pretty good.
So is it acrylic or is it wood? What'd you get?
It's just some wood to play around on my laser with because I need to spend some more time figuring that out. Because I'm a lousy laserer so far.
It's all good.
It's all in the design. I'm a terrible designer.
Hey, it's all right. It definitely takes time, and
Mhm.
it takes a lot more time than what you think it should.
Oh,
You
it
know?
does. I wish somebody would come out with a program that I could design something in the same program for my CNC, for my 3D printer, for my laser, and all the other stuff I do. And I know Fusion 360 will do it, but I'm not smart enough to deal with Fusion 360 on a regular basis.
I hear you on
So,
that.
but yeah, because the CNC uses this software, and the laser uses this software, and the 3D printer uses that software, and
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
you'd think for like design work, since it's all CNCs, that even though some of it's additive and some of it's subtractive, that it would kind of work together a little bit easier than what it does.
it all ends up being G code.
True.
Yep. It's craziness. Absolute craziness. Well, for me, it's been a busy week. This is I've done some stuff around. I was actually working today. I need to make a table, and so hopefully tomorrow I'm actually cutting a table on the CNC. We'll see. But there's some other stuff I was working on. So this is a piece of flashing for a solar job, and as you can see, it's got a rubber grommet here with the hole in it. And what I've noticed over the years is that what you do is you line this thing up on the roof, and then you put your drill through the middle of it, and to hit the rafter and go through the roof. And well, that kind of chews this rubber thingy up if you are not 100% straight or whatever. So I got into Fusion yesterday, and in 5 minutes, I had designed this little guy. So it's just a little guide what you do on the roof is you line this up with the bottom of a shingle, and it puts the hole where you need it to, so that this upper end will go underneath of the shingles. So with this little guy, since it's got a little lip on the bottom there, you just line it right up on the bottom of the shingle there and drill through it. And if you mess it up, who cares? It'll print another one out. So made that
makes
little.
sense. You don't have that big piece. You're not carrying that big piece around.
Yeah,
It makes it nice.
Yeah, you're not hauling that around as much. And then the other day, I was looking at Facebook, and some people were printing these bearded skulls. And usually, I'm not somebody that prints like tchotchke stuff out. I like printing useful stuff, like stuff that I'm going to use, like this or whatever, and or a pot for my wife's plants or something, whatever it is. Never mind that I'm looking at a toy car. But so I saw this people printing these bearded skull things, and it was a free model, and I was like, man, that's pretty cool looking. I want to do one of those. So I blew it up by 240%, and here it is. This thing turned out so awesome. It's so cool, and then there's a stand that you put in it too. And yeah, this guy printed out in about 23 hours.
That's really neat.
It's so cool looking.
That's really amazing print quality too, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's at 0.2 layer height, so it's not super fine, but it looks great. Printed on the bed like this. And printed all the way up. So pretty cool. I'm going to do like one of those little YouTube shorts of it tomorrow probably, and put it out there. But he's kind of cool. He fits on my desk. So
is that the metallic filament?
No, it's just it's a black Creality.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Rob says that skull has your hair.
Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, I was hoping that it would be cool if there was one that had like more of my beard shape in it, but They have a couple of them that are out there, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, I want to make one of those. So I did. And then I showed it to my wife and she was like, why would you do that? I was like, I don't know, it's cool. I dig it. So, but good times. But yeah, besides that, working on acquiring things for another project, but I can't talk about that yet. So we'll see more of that in the next couple of weeks. But good times. Yeah, Rob says it. Yeah, Skull has my hair. Yeah, when it starts growing out, yeah, it does. John here, Paul. It says John Thompson uses Aspire to design a lot of things for laser. So I guess you could do two things with it, just not. Let's see here. Yeah, Dwayne says you need to add some motors to it and make it look around the room. Yeah. I was kind of hoping I could get it to be full size. So it would like I could put a hat on it or something. I mean, I guess could. It's like
Your earphones.
Yeah, it's not. Well, I have a giant melon, so I wear like a size 8 baseball hat. So I mean, I have a huge melon. So I mean, maybe it's somebody that's shorter than me on that thing. So it's good times. Silver Horse is asking who's going to win Big Powerball tonight. Yep, not me. Don't play. So I could have. There could be a drawing that there's 100 tickets for, and I could have 90 of them, and I'll still lose. That's just the way that goes. No, I did win one of those things one time. It was at a car show, and they do like the 50/50s or whatever it was. And when you're going into the car show, they give you some tickets, like as part of your entrance fee. And so it was the week that it was a really bad week, like really horrible week in my life back in the day. And that was the week that I won. And I was like, well, hey, things are going to be all right. So, it was a little light at the end of the tunnel there. I think I went out and ate dinner with that $100. So, but good times. All right. Well, let's get moving here. Oh, before we forget about it, Maker's Rock is coming.
Oh.
I know 2 people that are signed up for it. Whoops. There we go. And both of those people are on the right-hand side of your screen. I don't know if Matt Haas has actually signed up for it. He'll have to comment. But the Maker's Rock, if you're not aware, the banner's wrong. It's 20 days away now. I didn't update it yet. So here, let's do that.
You just got a big
20 days
big
away.
dollar thing
Yeah.
there.
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh shit. JR, you didn't have to do that, dude. Well, thank you so much. That was very kind of you, sir. That it all go back into the channel here. So thank you very much. I appreciate that, buddy. And Sean and Paul, thank you. I appreciate that too. So very cool of you. But anyway, Maker's Rock, yeah. Matt's not signed up yet for it. We got 20 days until that goes live. I will hope that I can do something here for it too. We'll see. I'm trying. If not, I'm promoting. So very cool. Besides that, what else do we have going on here? Oh, hold on a second. Didn't want to cough in the microphone too much. Make sure you get your Jenny Bits, our buddy Cody, and CNC with me if you want a cool CNC community to hang out with. I got a show this week. I don't know what I'm doing yet for it, but there's a show this week. So we'll have fun with that. Good times. All right. Well, let's get started here with some stuff that's been going on this week in the video world here. We'll start with JN Woodworks. So we had a few months ago, we had the guys from Rapid Change ATC on, and there's been a few of these units out there. And this guy here, JN Woodworks, he's been doing some testing on his, and I guess he broke his, and so he was fixing it, and was showing some of the inner workings of it, and I thought that was pretty sweet. What happened? It was a complete user error to break it, but what he was doing is when you thread the collet on and off, you're supposed to do it at like 1,000 to 1,500 RPMs, and even though he had it set to that in something, I don't think he had that set properly on the VFD of his
his VFD was set
like
high.
6,000 or something like that. So it just it destroyed some stuff for a couple of spots. So he took it apart and had the part sent to him and fixed it. And but it was kind of cool seeing the inside of it and seeing what makes it tick. And I just thought that was pretty cool. But he's been doing a bunch of testing on it and good stuff. All right, well, we'll move on to Mr. Joel Telling over there at 3D Printing Nerd. He actually had a couple of videos this week, but this is the first one that I was watching, and I thought this was kind of cool. It was just a clip design that he had found for a bag of chips, but this clip was called it was in my head, Kaiser.
Is that for
Kaiser
German Shepherd?
Yep.
Yep.
And Kaiser is a German Shepherd dog that was, I believe he was in the military, like the first military dog, service dog. So it's a kind of a cool design for a chip clamp with the print in place and clamps and all that stuff. It was just a pretty simple, quick video, but pretty good. The other video he did, I don't have a thing for it on here, but he got one of those big giant Elegoo's, and he's been really frustrated with it. He's been seeing all these other people with theirs, and they're printing out all this big giant stuff, and he's had some problems with getting his moving. And but it sounds like it's gotten figured out at this point. But he during his live stream of when he turned the thing on, he pressed it to probe or something. I can't remember, but it just buried the head of the nozzle right into the bed of the build plate, bent stuff up, and it was not good. But he's had a little bit of a frustrating road so far, but sounds like he was making his way through it. But pretty cool, lots of fun. I always forget to tell people too, all these videos that we're talking about tonight, they're linked down in the description. So have fun and if you want to check some of these out, if you haven't seen them, they're down there for you to click on and go check out. So the next one we'll talk about are these track tubes. Did you guys check these things out?
Yep.
I missed that one.
It's a aluminum extrusion track, but you can use it for all different kinds of stuff. And it was a video on just how or I guess that they're releasing these things now to the wild and letting people buy them. But there's a whole bunch of different uses for them. But I guess they're like in the shape of a 2x4, so they can fit into sawhorses and stuff like that, and you can do tools. I thought it was kind of funny though, because he's talking about it's an affordable way for setups or whatever it is, but in the background he's got like a ton of Festool equipment. It's like, why are we talking about being that's like.
I didn't
go
look at his I didn't look at his website, but I kind of wondered how affordable that really is.
Yeah, I don't know, but pretty cool extrusion though. I since I deal with a lot of aluminum extrusion, I was kind of looking at it for all the different things, but I don't know. I don't know
What
how
could
much.
I use it for?
Yeah, but it's got cool stuff on each side. But yeah, I thought it was really funny. It's talking about it's an economical way to do, set up for workbenches or whatever, but he's got a pile of Festool stuff all behind him, and it's like, well, I guess you need the economic to be able to buy all that Festool stuff afterwards. So funny, too funny, but it looks pretty interesting. Interesting stuff to use. All right, moving on here. The Hoffman Tactical. His poor 3D printer just has a mind of its own. It can't figure out what to print properly. Sean liked this one, I'm sure.
Yes. Oh yeah.
That was pretty funny. If you don't know who this guy is on Hoffman Tactical, he's a large 2A advocate, and he has a bunch of designs for creating pew-pews, and so it is pretty interesting. He tests them
totally legal too.
Oh yeah.
That's the cool part.
Yeah, but he got his printer out and he kept on telling it to make different things, and it was printing out other stuff. It was just doing whatever it wanted to do.
Some unique looking fossils.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, so last week we did have April Fools, and I thought this was the funniest one that I saw that day. Was the guys over at CNC Labs? They made their machine play ping pong. I thought that was funny. It was a good way to do it. Being in the shop by himself and just hang out. Let's play some ping pong. But after this one, they actually put out a video on the super longboard, comparing it to the longboard, because they are starting to ship these things out. And Mr. Paul, do you have any information on your longboard that you've ordered?
Thursday.
Nice.
It'll be. I got my tracking information the same day that dropped, and I'll have mine on Thursday, pending customs.
Nice.
So
very
yeah. Switching from Gerbil to Gerbil Hal. So really interested to see it. They're saying it's going to be able to move faster and everything. It's going from what is Gerbil processors are 8-bit. So this one is going to be 32. So I'm ready. See, speed some things up on that.
Yeah, that should be pretty neat. I the one thing I saw on there that I wasn't too sure about was because they have I wish they would have done something where you could do external drivers, and it doesn't look like you can.
So they're going to have two boards. I think they're focusing on this one because the long mill is, closed or no, open loop motors, right? And the alt mill is closed. So they're using the super long board on the alt mill, but they took the drivers off. So
Gotcha.
maybe down the road, I think they're just trying to let's get the long mill people and people, the who are using Gerbil and those kind of motors, get that taken care of, and then hopefully once the alt mill picks up and they kind of take care of all those orders, maybe they'll release the super long board without the drivers.
Well, it would be nice if you could do either way. Like on for the Raspberry Pi CNC board from Protoneer, you can do it either way. Like you don't have to have. You can either run the onboard drivers or you can run external. And
Drivers.
personally, I think that's the way to go because, one, if you happen to blow one of these drivers,
Which
the whole thing's dead. You can't use it anymore. But if you had them external, then you could also run whatever size you want. Because I did notice that. What size motors do you have on your long mill?
they're the standard 32, I think. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, my print finished, so I'm over here taking off supports.
Well, the reason I was asking about that was because it's a 24-volt board, and I saw that the drivers are like 2.8 amp or something like that. So to run that, like if I wanted to get a longboard for my Gatton, I couldn't push anywhere near enough power through that to make it work well, I guess. Okay. Because I've got 48 volt 4 amp drivers on mine, so I couldn't run that through the longboard. That's why I was saying it would be nice if you could do it the other way, but maybe they'll make those changes down the road. That'd be kind of cool. But
yeah, I think they had just simple. Switching from Gerbil to Gerbil HAL. That was kind of their main deal because that's also supposed to take away some of the disconnect issues with USB.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people, who are using the Gerbil complain about that, or have issues with disconnect. And yes, I know some of it can be static, but it can also just be that USB connection too. So
yeah. I guess that's the nice thing about my setup with the Raspberry Pi is that I've never had that problem because it's all just connected together. But pretty cool though. I dig it. I think it's going to do well, and it's not very big either. I mean, it's it's smaller than a loaf of bread.
It's the same size as the other board, the original board, or thereabouts. So.
Cool.
And they had a few other, just quality of life things. So I haven't really had time to focus on that lately.
You've been busy. No. Cool deal.
Got another toy.
Yep.
Shiny.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see here. Let's move on here to the next thing here. Slant 3D. I know I talk about them more often than not these days, but they've got some really cool stuff going on. And this was something I thought was really interesting as far as in 3D printing for product, like real world product stuff. So evidently these joint lockers are being sold at Urban Outfitters, and it's a as you can see in the thumbnail there, you have a lighter and then you have a little hole for whatever you want to put in there. And a
locker.
A locker. And so I guess it's kind of cool because he talks about a lot of the prerequisites that they had for the design. And it looks so simple, like when you look at it in this picture. But the things that come into play with even such a simple design like this was pretty interesting. About the changes in the lighter, because they're not all going to be exactly the same size, even though they're manufactured through their injection molding or whatever. But I didn't know that they change size as they get less fluid in them.
That plus this one's wrapped,
Yeah,
this one's not, and of course that's going to be thicker
yeah.
or fatter or however you want to put it.
So they built things inside the case there to help hold the lighter in there, so that you could still pull it out. I guess there's a pop that they make when you pull it out, and that was a prerequisite for the design and stuff like that. But pretty neat that the way that it completely functions and all that. But I found it pretty interesting, the whole process, and that it's like a real world product that is being 3D printed and being sold by the thousands. I thought that was pretty sweet. So pretty cool stuff. All right.
I'm surprised they didn't do it in that changing color element.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do. They showed other versions of it too, because once you have the internals done, you can make the outside whatever you want. Like they even made some that look like chocolate bars, and some other stuff. So pretty cool how it was.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, right.
After that, yeah.
You can do all kinds of cool stuff. So, but pretty neat. It definitely, I think it's worth a watch if you like the business side of stuff and just like hearing how things work. These guys too also did they did a April Fool's video, and they never show what their 3D printers look like. They're ones that they have made. Like you can't go out and buy what they have. But they never show them anywhere near close in any of the videos that they do or whatever. So they were like, yeah, we're showing you what they all look like. Everything's blurred out. It was pretty funny. And every word was like bleeped. It was like, beep, 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 beep. It was pretty funny too. I thought it was pretty entertaining. So good job. All right, moving on here. We got Springbok
Cool.
Craft Co. Yeah, so this one, people need to move on this video pretty quickly, because you can get the files for all these laser boxes that they made until the 10th for free. So they're giving them out. And so if you want to do some organization around the shop and all that and have a laser, go grab the files and give them a watch their video and like it, just because that's the kind thing to do since they're giving you free files.
They're a cool couple.
Yeah, it was a good video, and things went together nice and fit well and did what they were supposed to do. So, go check that out and make it all put together. Let me go back here to the comments here and check and see if we got anything going on over here.
Hey, check this out.
What do you got? Oh,
So I got a notification. I got a notification. Something just showed up. Check that. What? Can you read that?
Hey, I know who that's from.
Any bits.
Oh, somebody got it. Nice.
Oh, wasn't expecting it. Yeah, totally spaced that, and I got a ding. Dude, I love this stuff.
Yeah,
There you go.
Matt's been
Thank
working
you, Cody.
on. Nice. Matt's been working on his flying monkey picture, and so he's doing that before he goes to Maker's Rock. All right, we'll forgive you on that because that monkey's going to be pretty awesome. Let's see here. Yeah, Rob. I bet all the tools in my shop cost less than an average Festool power tool. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. I hear you. Let's see here. Oh, there. The track tubes are $100 for 45 inches. I guess that is affordable for compared to Festool. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Al, it's called a joint locker. But you can put sticks in it if you want to, or cigarettes or Q-tips. Q-tips will fit in that as well. You need an emergency Q-tip with your lighter, evidently.
Depends on what state you're in.
Yeah. Let's see here. Here, what's Al saying here? I received an Ender bed and it was shipped in a 3D printed shipping container or box. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. Very nice. Sweet. All right. Well, let's we'll move on to my now for something different moment. So this here, let me pop this back here. Most people that know me know I'm a huge VW guy. Mostly the old ones. I've had over 30 of them, and I haven't bought a new one in the last 10 years. So I've had a lot of them over the years, just not well, I guess that's not true because my wife does have an Atlas. We've had another Atlas. And then I've had a Jetta before in the last 10 years. So I guess that's wrong. But anyway, I've had over 30 of them in the last over the years, mainly the old ones. But this video showed up and I thought this was really cool from VW Australia. They're introducing a Roo badge. So I guess over there, our buddy Rob probably can tell us. It sounds like the kangaroos over there are as bad as deer is here, and the videos. It's kind of jarring at the moment because it just shows dash cams of driving down the road and all of a sudden getting smashed by a kangaroo, just taking it out. But VW came up with this badge replacement for the front of their vehicles, and it does some really cool stuff. So like it's projecting out sound waves and ultrasonic noise or whatever stuff that the kangaroos can hear but we can't, and alerting them to danger so that they will go away from the roads. And I guess they're starting now they're doing field testing with it and stuff like that now to possibly start putting them on their cars out there, and which means that they can customize these things to be for different. What was the one part? The one part was talking about, the different species of kangaroos. Had no idea there was more than one species of kangaroo. So, but evidently there's like 4 different species of kangaroo in Australia. And this thing, depending on where the vehicle is in the country, it'll project the sounds that are, geared towards those particular kangaroos. And I was like, man, that is awesome. I mean, you could set that thing in the United States. You're going through the city and it would just make the people washing your windshields run away.
I'm going to say this. I was going to keep this private. With my luck, I'd put that on my car in Australia. A bug would fly into it, change the pitch, and the next thing you notice, it's their mating call.
That'd be awesome.
That would be my luck.
I don't think I'd want to mess with a kangaroo. Like, I've seen too many videos of like people golfing and they come up onto the green and start fighting you. It's like, dude, I'm just golfing.
I don't think I want to mess
they're
with
beefy
any
too,
animal
so.
from Australia.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, at least deer are little wimps and they'll just run off. But kangaroo look like they've got an attitude.
Kangaroo is a deer that's been in prison for a long time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I was saying everybody needs an emergency Q-tip. I mean, there's times definitely. All of a sudden you get in the ear and need one. So, Mr. Schuster saying he built a VW based kit car. Nice when he was in junior high. Nice, very good. Oh, look at that. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Mm-hmm. Mr. Elkins, we were just talking about you. Mr. Sean got a delivery. So, look, Harry. I'm 63 and I've owned 4 cars. Well, God bless you, Harry. Whew. I didn't say that any of the 30 were roadworthy. It was definitely not anywhere near the 30 or so that I've had were roadworthy. But good times. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what I think they'll work on, Harry, is if they bring him here to the if they bring that thing here to the US, that's what they would be focusing it on, would be the deer, different whitetail. So cool. Let's see here. That's when it goes slow. Yeah. This Prius has this weird TARDIS sounding grinding noise that emits when it goes slower than 24 miles an hour when it backs up. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, Matt, the kangaroos can get jacked. Yeah. I wouldn't want to mess with a kangaroo. Forget that mess. Don't need any of that mess going on. Pretty crazy. But good times. Well, those were all the videos I had out for us this weekend. Is there Mr. Sean, do you have anything else that you want to talk about this week?
Oh, not this evening, except for make sure to subscribe to the channel.
Oh, much appreciated.
Check out
on
Paul's channel. And Paul.
Yeah. Definitely. Everybody's channels are there in the description and our websites and stuff, so check them out.
Klondike.com if you're into trains.
Get out there. Mr. Corliss, anything from you, sir?
Nope. Hope to do better next week.
That's okay. You did fine, sir. Did fine. At least we know what wood to order from Amazon. So good times. Yeah. Mr. Hammerquist, anything left from you, sir? The Enterprise.
Still trying to get some of the supports off the back, but
that's
not too bad.
Yeah.
How long did that take?
So this took 55 minutes.
Ah.
So, and it was printed like about a 45-degree angle. So
nice.
Trinkets.
What info?
Paul's burning through all that filament that he got with the machine.
15. Well, I'm burning through the free stuff. I haven't opened the stuff I bought.
Did they send you a roll of the support stuff? Yeah, I haven't tried that.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I'll be interested.
But they did. I know you were talking about it on the other shows where they had the charger that you could do. Well, this is the mouse.
Nice.
So you print the body of the mouse and then put all the hardware in. So
cool.
I'm debating with the girls what colors we should use.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll decide pink. I saw one of the other kits that they're sending out right now is a motorized benchy. It's like got an outboard motor on it or something. Pretty funny. That support material is supposed to be pretty cool. I haven't used mine either. So, but
What is it? Washable, or is it
No.
water soluble?
I don't think it's water soluble. I think it's just like supposed to come off easy
Huh.
or something. I'm not really sure.
Just a support for PLA.
Yeah.
Huh.
The next thing that you should really print though, Paul, is a poop bucket. Because that damn thing poops all over the place. I got poop all over the floor. You can kind of see some of it. See the white? That's because the poop bucket's sitting right here. I don't know why I have it sitting on the side of the machine at the moment, but it's sitting there so the machine poops on the floor.
Sounds like you got to potty train your 3D printer.
I know, right? Yeah. I wish they would put that out the side.
Well, you see these boxes right there?
Yeah.
Those boxes? It's about 5 or 6 millimeters too tall. Oh, because I was just going to be like, cool, I could just, one of those laser cut boxes, put it there, but it's too big. So, yeah, I'll either have to print or just I'll laser cut something out real quick.
Well, that one that I have back there was pretty easy. I mean, it's a quick model to do because it's I think it prints out like in vase mode or whatever, so it's pretty thin and doesn't use much filament, but it has like a little flat bottom on it to slide up underneath of the printer, and there's a bunch of different designs for that thing. But people make some of them that come around the side and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, but fun times. Oh, you got some. Oh, okay. I was just looking at. Saw we had the starred comments. I was making sure I got to everybody before we got out of here this evening. So again, thanks, JR. I appreciate the super chat there. Yeah, I didn't talk about that this evening, but we have reached the first level of monetization for the channel. So thank you everybody out there for watching the content and all that good stuff. It's greatly appreciated. I'm working now that we've reached that level. I'm working on a project for like to raise money for a cause. So hopefully in the next couple months we'll be having a cool marathon live stream. So it'll be 12 hours of suck instead of 1 hour of suck. We'll see, but it's all good. It'll all work out. But getting to this level was the first part of getting to be able to do that. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll head out of here this evening. So I appreciate it. WrestleMania is on, and support your tribal chief. And in The Rock, they're fighting this evening, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. That's your main event for tonight, and then they fight again tomorrow. So, all right. Well, everybody, hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll do it again next week. So until then, peace out, sauerkraut.